So where we have also seen the need of additional permissions to a particular user. If two users are having the same profile, if I want to give some additional permission for any one of the user, but I don't want to touch his profile, or I don't want to change his profile, okay, or I don't want to change the settings inside his profile, then what could be the solution? So we have like theoretically seen this scenario where we thought to use permission sets, okay, to provide additional permissions for a particular user. If users both, I mean, if two or three multiple users having same profile, but only few users or at least one user needs to get additional permission, then we thought of using permission sets. So we'll see that in real time now. Let me start the screen share. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So, Soumya, in your real time, have you ever tried to like create any profiles?
Yes.
Okay. So, what are all the settings like complex activities you would be having in the profiles? It's like only like object level access, or do you manipulate any other things like record types, page layouts, everything?
No, only object.
So you have done till object level. Okay. Okay. Permission sets have you?
Ah, yes, permission systems.
Permission set groups?
Group, yeah.
Okay. Okay. 1 second. Yeah. Surabhi, can you access the org now or no? Still, Surabhi,
Yes,
you can access the org, right?
yes, yes.
Okay. Display shark. Okay. So we have to go to setup. So in the setup, we have to go to users. In the users, okay. So we'll be having multiple users. So now let's say we have these two users. One is Shruti and one is Surabhi. So both are having HTC instructor profile only. Okay. That means both can see same objects, both can see same fields, both can see same applications, page layout, record types, everything. But I want, but I want Surabhi or Shruti to have some extra access. Suppose let's say even for any one object also, let's say they are having access to accounts. So I want Surabhi to have read level access only, but for Shruti I want to have read, write, I mean, read, create, edit and delete permissions. So in this scenario, without changing their profile, what I can do is I'll go to permission set. So before going to permission set, let's enable one thing. In the user management setting, there is something called as enhanced personal information. So enable this one, and profile. So enhanced profile user interface. Enable this one. So that will be we can see the, I mean, layout very great. So this is done. Now let's go to user section. In the user section, let's go to permission sets. Permission set. Now what is our requirement? Let me go to the paint. We have two users. Okay. We have two users. One second. Yeah. So both are having certain level of access. Okay. I'll, so two users. Then we have for these two users accounts object access. How? With the help of profile. So profile will give the accesses, right? In the profile level, what I have done is I have done like uh, read access. I have created read access for the account object. That means both are having read accesses. Now I want, now this is Surabhi, and let's say this is Shruti. Okay. Now both are having, okay, both are having read accesses because both are having the same profile. In the profile, I have configured them to have the access for the let's say read access. What if I want to have Shruti some extra level of access? Okay, that how I can give that I'm seeing now. I'll go to permission sets. Here I'll create a new permission set. Call it as add-on account permission. I can name it anything just for this for this classic. I'm naming like that. So which license this applies to? So you can select any license based upon your user licenses. Save it. Now that's it. You got the access. Okay. You got the permission set created. Now let me go to see in the previous classes the like the the this this pages like profile pages, if you remember, that was not this clean. Okay, if I open any, see, this is very clean now, very easy to understand. Before, this was not the scenario. Why? Because I have not enabled in the user management setting enhanced profile view and profile user profile UI. So now I have enabled that one. That's why I can see very easily this kind of layout. Okay. So coming back to, now go to permission set. So what is the permission set that we have created? I think add-on permission, right? Yeah, add-on account permission. So let's go to object settings. In the object setting, you will see multiple objects. So let's go to accounts object. Here you give it read. So by this, what happens? Okay, by this, what happens? Whatever the permissions we have set here, and whoever the user we are assigning this permission set to, then they will get the access to read, create, edit, and delete as well. So how? Go to manage assignments. Here you can see here manage assignments and create add assignment, then create Shruti, then click on next, assign. Okay. Mm, User license doesn't match. Okay, I think class Salesforce platform was the license. Let me create another permission set. Permission for Salesforce platform. Mm-hmm. My bad. Is whole platform. అంటే యూజర్స్కి ఎలాంటి లైసెన్స్ ఆల్రెడీ ఉంటుందో ఆ లైసెన్స్ బేస్డ్ పర్మిషన్ సెట్స్ మాత్రమే వాళ్ళకి అసైన్ చేయగలుగుతాం మనం. No, go to object settings. In the object settings, go to accounts. So hmm, now save it. After that, go to manage assignments. Click on add assignment. Now Shruti and Surabhi having same profile HDC instructor, but I'm not changing anything in HDC instructor. But for Shruti, I'm assigning this permission set. So Surabhi will have only permission that are set inside the HDC instructor profile, but Shruti will be having some extra permissions based upon the permissions which we have configured in the permission sets. So we can check it here. Never expires like that. Okay, means uh, this should expire or not expire like that. I mean, how many days she should have this? We can configure that as well. Okay. First, I'll set for the by default one, never expires. One assignment successful. So Shruti will be having some extra accesses now. Got it? సరే అర్థమైందా?
యెస్. అవును. అర్థమైంది.
ప్రొఫైల్స్ క్రియేట్ చేసినావా మొన్న ఏమన్నా? యూజర్ మేనేజ్మెంట్లో వెళ్ళి యూజర్స్ క్రియేట్ చేసి ప్రొఫైల్స్ క్రియేట్ చేసి వాళ్ళకి అసైన్ చేయడం ఏమైనా చేసావా?
లేదు చేయలేదు.
ఓకే. ఈరోజు 9:30కి కనెక్ట్ అయ్యాము. ఓకే.
ఓకే.
9:30కి ఎగ్జాక్ట్ కనెక్ట్ అవ్వు. నేను ప్రాక్టీస్ సెషన్ కండక్ట్ చేస్తున్నాను. ఓకే. ఇంకో అమ్మాయి
ఓకే.
కూడా జాయిన్ అవుతుంది. సో నువ్వు తను ఇద్దరు కలిసి ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి. ఓకే. నేను
ఓకే.
నేను కూడా ఉంటాను కాల్లో. ఓకే. స్క్రీన్ షేర్ చేస్తే నాకు కూడా అర్థమవుతుంది మీరు ఎంతవరకు చేస్తారో అని చెప్పి. ఓకే.
ఓకే.
యాహ్! ఆల్
యాహ్!
రైట్. 1 అవర్ బ్రేక్ తీసుకొని క్లాస్ తర్వాత అందులో జాయిన్ అవ్వు.
ఓకే అండి. యాహ్!
యాహ్! సో యాహ్! So this is about creation of permission sets. So I'll come with again graph now. So first we'll give some accesses using profiles. Okay. For every user, we'll get few accesses. Okay, using profiles. If user is having one profile and he want to have some extra permissions, why I have drawn triangle is triangle, if you see in the reverse way. Okay, so it shows that this is a small area and this is a big area. That means going from bottom to top, so we are expanding the permissions of the user. We are not, I mean, we are not declining or we are not decreasing the permissions. Okay, if user, so the what why I have drawn, I will show you. I will say you. So if Shruti and Surabhi is already having, okay, is already having read, write, I mean create, edit, delete permissions in the profile level only. The HDC instructor profile only they were having. Now what I will do with the permission set? I can't go there and I can't delete the extra these permissions and make them have only read permission. What I can do is, if they were not having, I can give it through the permission set. If they are already having the permission in the profile, na, I can't edit them in the permission set. I can't decrease their permissions in the permission set. So it works in this way, increasing the permission, but it doesn't work while decreasing the permission. So always you have to remember, when we are going from profiles to permission sets, it's like this. Okay, it's like this. But like this, it is not possible. Okay, like this, it is not possible. Means declining the permissions using permission set is not. Then the while I mean while saying the definition, what we'll be telling, it's a add-on. It's a additional permissions that we are giving for the user, not about decreasing the permission that are already set by in the profiles. This point should be very clear to you. Okay, so interviewers will trick you. I have two users, both are having same profile, both can create a records and delete a records, edit a records. Now I want only one user to have the, I mean, edit permission. So I mean, one user to have the edit permission, but not the other three, without touching the, without touching the profile, without touching their profile. That is not possible, because with the permission set, what you can do, if user is not having the edit, delete and create permission, that you can give. If user is already having them inside his profile, configured inside his profile, then you can't go and like you can't go and create create a permission set and make only edit permission, because in the profiles already is having four permissions: create, read, edit, delete. So what you will do with the permission set? Nothing. Is this clear? So this is a very tricky question. Definitely interviewers will ask, if he is asking about data security, to understand your level of understanding with respect to the permission sets and the profiles. I hope this is clear. Now let me go back to this. So this is about permission set. This is about profiles. Okay. In the profiles, if you go, 1 second. Hmm. Now, now let me go to one profile which we have created, HTC instructor. Inside this object settings, let me go. Accounts. What they were having? Read, create, edit, delete. If he is if the user is already having, okay, this means Surabhi and like Surabhi and Shruti were already having these four permissions set inside their profile only. So it's waste of our time to create a permission set that will have these, again these all permissions. So what I'll do, I'll go to accounts. First, I will edit this. I'll give only read access here in the HDC instructor profile. But in the permission set, in the permission set, yeah, in the permission set, in the object settings, for the account, I will be having this four. So what happens? Shruti and Surabhi are having HDC instructor profile where they have only read access. But I have created permission set. Okay, then I have made the this four level of access for this particular object, so that now I can assign this to Shruti. So Shruti will be having this all permission, but not Surabhi. Okay, so this is called, so this is a permission set concept. You can expand their permission if the permissions are like if they don't have particular object access or field access or any read, edit, delete access for any particular object inside their profile. So then you can give it in the permission set. It's not getting edited. Let me edit again. It's a little slow to me. No problem. Yeah. So profiles and permission sets are clear. So do practice. Do practice. Mm, 1 second. I have another videos as well that I'll give it to you. Where is that data security? Yeah. Hmm. So this will help you prepare for your next class. Let me paste it here in the chat. See, this is very simple concept, but a tricky concept. So do concentrate. Copy paste and put like watch it. There you have the clear explanation of this profiles and permission set with real examples. Again, more examples. Yeah. So that's done. So if you have don't have any questions there, I'll go to the next topic. Now, what are objects, fields? Are they metadata or data? Surabhi?
Metadata.
Metadata. That means they are not the actual data, but they are the data of data, or which shows information or which gives some information about data. Now, for metadata, how we can give the accesses, we have seen object, profiles, permission sets. So like this, these two we have seen. Now we are going to see how we can control the real data access. That is okay. That is records. How we can control the records access. Okay, records access. Now let's assume a scenario. Let's assume a scenario. Shruti and let's say Surabhi both are having same profile. Okay, no permission set. Let's say same profile. Now, when they are having same profile, they are able to create, edit, read, delete a particular, objects records. That's fine. That's the controlling of metadata. What they can do on that particular object, that is what we are controlling. Now let's say I want to control that whatever the records, okay, whatever the records created by whatever the records created by Surabhi should not be seen, okay, should not be seen by the, let's say, Shruti. Are you getting my point here? So whatever the records Surabhi creates, Shruti should not see, and whatever the records uh, Shruti creates, Surabhi should not see. This is my requirement. This is my requirement. So let me show you. Here you will be having the record owner. See, here you will be having the record owner. Now what I mean to say is, suppose if I create any new record, let's say account record with my name. Now what happens? This record gets created. I am the owner of this particular record. Now these records, whatever I am creating in the account, only I should be able to see, but not Surabhi and Shruti. If Surabhi creates, Shruti and myself should not see those records. So how can you control this one? Records. We are talking about records because records are like data. What you can control with the profiles and permission, whether that particular user, let's say Shruti and Surabhi, will be able to create, delete, edit, and read, that you can control. But their users records I should not see. Their records I should not see, or my record they should not see. That level of control is not metadata access control, it's a real data access control. So that we can control in four ways. That is OWD, org wide defaults. Okay, this is called record privacy. Okay, real data privacy that you can set up using org wide defaults, roles, then role hierarchies, then sharing rules. In that, manual sharing and automated sharing will come. Okay, automated sharing and sharing rules. So these four we are going to see now. Now, same scenario. Both Shruti and Surabhi are having same profile, means they can access the particular object. Let's say account object. They can read, create, edit, delete. But my requirement is Surabhi's record, Shruti should not see. Shruti's record, Surabhi should not see. For the same object. I'm talking about the same object, account object only. Let's go to profile. As not profile. Let's go to user management. Under the users, you have something called as, okay, roles. Then you have something called as, 1 second. I'll go to that place where OWD, that means org wide defaults. Hmm, my bad. Sharing settings. Yeah. In this sharing settings, we have the org wide defaults. Org wide defaults. What we are talking? We are talking about the record privacy. My record she should not see. Her records I should not see. So like that. Example we are talking about. Let's go to account object. So account and contract object, it's like read write. Public read write in the sense what? Anyone can see anyone's record, no control. But if I make it private, okay? If I make it private, one number if you are using case queues, please confirm. when the case is uh, okay. So private. So what are the three things we have here in the record privacy at organization wide? Means organization wide defaults. We say OWD. That means organization wide. These are the first rules that applies on the records. What are they? Private, publicly read only, and public read write. What do you mean by private? If you create a record, only you can see. If I create a record, only I can see. But when we talk about public read only, that means I can see your records and you can see my records too. But we can't edit each other's record. What is meant by public read write? That means I everyone can see everyone's record. Means I can see your record, you can see my record on the particular object, and I can edit also. You can also edit my records. So what is my requirement now? Shruti and Surabhi should have the access to the accounts object. They should have edit, delete every access, but her records are private to herself. Then that I can do it as with the help of like default settings, like I mean argivide defaults as private. That means only the record owner will get access to that particular record. Okay. Mm. Case is going private. Let's say public read only. Okay, we don't have members now. Okay, let's say public read only. Public read only. That's it. Yeah. Okay. That means whatever the sharing settings we do now, so that will take place. That the calculation will happen. That then I mean that controlling, that configuration, everything happens in the back end. So it takes some time. Clear? Not clear. So private. What are the three things we have? Private, public read only, public read write. Now suppose let's say Surabhi and Shruti are having access to uh, student object. Now what level of access they are having? Public read write. Means what does this mean, Surabhi? What does this mean?
Anyone can read and edit the object. I mean, the student.
Student object. Okay,
Yeah.
student objects. Any record, anyone can access. Oh, so if I say it as a private, that means only the record owner, who is the owner, only he can access his records, but not the other person's record. Even he can't see. What is public read only? That means
We can
I can
only
see.
see.
Yeah, you can only see other person's records on particular object. So now this is about the data control, the real data, the record level access control. But whatever we have seen in like profiles and permission set, that is not this deep into the data. That was just about the permission what I was having, whether to create, delete, edit on a particular object. What I can see on the object level, on the field level. Okay, so this should be very clear. So I hope you all are like okay with this org wide defaults. Now there is a concept now. Concept of roles. So, Soumya, are you like familiar with roles in real time?
Yes.
Yeah. So what does they do? They suppose now Surabhi and Shruti are I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Surabhi and Shruti are having access to okay particular object. They all are having read write like that accesses, but it is private. Okay, means Surabhi can't see Shruti's data, Shruti can't see Surabhi's data. I mean, their records. That is fine. Now I have appointed Soumya as your team lead. Are you getting my point, Surabhi? This is very important. Okay. Now I have assigned Soumya. Okay. Now I have assigned Soumya. Now I have assigned Soumya as your team lead. That means she is above you. Now, what is the requirement? What is the requirement is Surabhi can't see Shruti's data, Shruti can't see Surabhi's data, and argwide defaults are set to argwide defaults are set to private. Argwide defaults are set to private. That means even Shruti can't see your data because every individual user can see their own data. But my requirement is Shruti should be able to see the data of the users. Okay, data of the users below is her role. Below her role. That means if she is a manager or she is a lead and she want to see the other developers data. If she is a sales manager, then she want to see other sales representatives records. Now I can't go and change the archive defaults to public read only. That means what happens? Her records can be seen by everyone. I mean, Shruti's records can seen by Surabhi, and Surabhi can see Shruti's. So that is not possible. So I want to have archive defaults as private only. But Shruti, sorry, Soumya, who is above your role, obey above your role, she should have access to your records. Is that clear? This is called role hierarchy. Okay, role hierarchy in the sense uh, I want to control the record level access, the data access with respect to the roles the users are having in any organization. If I am the faculty, I should see the students' data, but students can't see each other's data. And if I am the principal, I should be able to see the all faculties records, but each faculty can't see each other's records. So this is my requirement. For that requirement, we have a concept called as roles. Okay, what roles will do? First, we will assign a role for individual users. So go to users, then we have something called as roles. Let it load. So we will be having roles like this. So let's say here we have the role of manager or lead. Manager, let's say manager. Then we have the lead. Hmm, what about? Yeah, lead. Then we have then we have let's say mm, developers. We have developers. So like this, we have three levels of users. Or in any other, in few organizations, the roles will be like this: sales manager, sales lead, sales reps. Okay, end users. Or let's leave this end users. Again, it will go beyond this one. So like this. Every organization will have okay, their own set of, okay, their own set of roles. Okay, few organizations will be having CFO, CEO, CTO, then comes to developers, admins, QA, like this. So every organization will have their own structure. Now, based on this structure, I want, I want in the hierarchy, in this hierarchy, okay. So a particular person, if a particular person, okay, let's say here Soumya is above Shruti and Surabhi, then she should see the records of Shruti and Surabhi because she's above the role. She's above their role. Okay. So that we can configure here in the role hierarchy. See, like this, you will be having a role hierarchy. So first you have to assign the roles. First you have to assign the roles to these users. First you have to assign the roles to individual users. I'll show you that as well. First we have to create a role here. So set up roles. So under CEO, we have to add another person's role. I mean another role. Let's say faculty like that or sales manager. Then below her again I have to add. I'll show this practically later, but we'll understand theoretically. So no role is set for any user now. Let's go to Surabhi Moreshwar. Edit role. See, I can set the role here based upon the roles that are already available, or I can create my own role. So once you have set the role, what I have to do? Go to, first go to roles and create a role, then assign that role to particular user, then go to sharing settings. In the sharing settings, okay, grant accesses using hierarchies is there na, that you have to check it. That's it. Even though a particular record is private, if this is set like this, grant access using hierarchy, then that means even though records can't be seen by each other, if they belong to the same role, but if any user above their role, then they can access the records of these users. So this is the concept of roles and role hierarchies. Means even though org-wide defaults are private, you are providing some extra accesses to few of the users based upon their role in the role hierarchy. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Yeah. So I hope this is clear. Tomorrow we will see practically roles and role hierarchies, and what are the some points that to be remembered while dealing with these roles and role hierarchies and org defaults. So we'll see to real time experience to real time examples in the tomorrow's class. Then in the day after tomorrow's class, we'll have the sharing rules and end that class in the data security. Okay, then we'll be starting agent force.
Actually, what is the difference between sharing rule and permission set now?
See, sharing rules we haven't discussed yet. So we will be discussing on tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So permission set, if you see now, that controls your access to a particular object, not the
Yes.
records in that object. But sharing rules, what it will do is sharing rules control your record level access. Okay, suppose if you and Soumya are having like a like a roles or profile same, everything same, and algo by defaults are set to private, but few of the records, if the records, let's say if the records are having the annual revenue of 50,000, okay, then everyone should be able to see that particular record. That means this is a validation. This is a validation. This is a condition. Means a record is having a field with a particular value. Then that particular record, okay, which met this criteria, should be seen by everyone. Soumya, and everyone. So this level of record level access can be given by sharing rules. But whereas permission set, it's a different thing, completely different thing. It's like an add-on to your profile where you can control what object you can see, what level of access you have edit, delete, create, like that. Got it?
Okay.
Hmm. So you first, what you can do is go to your organization. I mean, create a playground first. So not this organization which I have given. Create a playground. In that playground, create a user for myself and for Shruti or Soumya or Tejas. She is another candidate. So create a profile, create a user for them. Okay, then ask them to sign in. Once they have signed in, create a profiles. First create a profiles for three of us. Then let's start experimenting. Okay, from 9:30 to 10:30.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay then. Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.